All right, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Meech the Money Honey here, bringing you my market outlook for the day and what I'm seeing on the charts. We're looking at Bitcoin. We had a nice rally past couple of days, actually, but we came right on up here to this resistance level. Looks like we had a high of 100,880 yesterday, so that's pretty sweet. So we touched this resistance level and we've had a little bit of a pullback and looks like we're resting right along this VWAP. I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. We do have some economic news coming out today. We've got jobless claims and retail sales as well. So first reporting comes out at 8:30. Be careful. The market's gonna, it's pretty volatile. We're gonna whips all over the place. Looks like the Nasdaq is up, pretty good, 60 points. But the S&P 6 points and the Dow down 97. So we're kind of mixed on the market here. So I would just wait for this reporting to come out and then decide how you're going to play this. We're looking at the Nasdaq. Let's look on our shorter time frame, a 15-minute time frame. And it does look like we've got a bearish signal. We've hit, okay, so you see this ITHH. This is from one of my indicators, institutional higher high. So this looks very similar to Bitcoin, what that did yesterday. And we've got a little bit of a pullback. This bearish signal is showing us that we want to go a little bit lower on the NASDAQ. And, again, we did have a higher high, but since we made that higher high yesterday, wouldn't be surprised if we go right back here to this higher low for the day. So that would be, where I would expect this thing would go after this news settles out. But if we, I really can't tell you either way. If we get great news, whether this thing's going to zorch higher, or if it's crummy news, it'll zorch higher. So you really don't know where the market's going to go. But the way I play something like this is I'll look at, a daily chart and then use the box strategy. So I'll draw the low of the previous day's candle, right? Hold on. Sorry, my line drawing here is a little crazy for whatever reason. We're doing that today. But yeah, so I would draw the low and then the high. And if you can see right now, we are, let me zoom in on this, smack dab in the middle of that box. So neither right now, I would not say that we've got a play. What I would be looking to do would be, to have this thing price at the bottom of this box, the low, and then I would buy or short, but I don't short the market. That's just not my style. But certainly I would go long if we broke out of the high of the previous day and then held this level and we did the retest and then started to move up, then I would take a long because that would tell me that more than likely we are heading up to this next resistance level of 22,121. So that's how I play these markets when they're dead in the middle of a previous day's low or high. All right, so we've taken a look at Bitcoin. I've gotten some good feedback about looking at our day trades since we do have a lot of volatility here. We're looking at doing shorter term trades. So let me go to my extended hours and then my screeners. I usually look at the gappers or the small caps first. Extended hours, and we want to. Sorry, I don't do that every single time. So we've got, a couple of different movers. My criteria always stays the same. I'm looking for news, so we can check on a few different sources to see if why this particular stock has moved 31% in after hours trading. So let's just click on this particular stock and take a look at it here. I like to look on the maybe smaller time frames. All right. And so that's our 15-minute chart. We had a bullish signal at 4 a.m. So there tells me there was either an algorithm that was triggered or news. So if you scroll down here, it looks like there was a new CEO that was appointed. So that's the reason for a stock to move. I would not be looking to get into this trade unless I could tell that there was some sort of flat top or bear flag forming. So this is the way I would do this. I'm going to start to draw lines on a shorter time frame, obviously, and I'm going to draw it where we've got a little bit of this volume here. So for me, we're right in the middle. This is some sort of similar to the box strategy. So if we moved back down here and held this particular support area, and I saw it hit, touch, wick, and then start to move, then I'd consider entering along. If you look here, we have touched just about this take profit level on my indicator. So 1673 is looks like what we hit. So normally what you see on these things, we are, if you just, sorry, zoom in here a little bit on the VWAP, it looks like we may be moving back down to retest this level and then move back up to the $17 level. So that just helps you get a better price when you are patient and wait for these things to pull back and hold. Now, if it doesn't hold this level, that means we are round tripping this baby back to where we started. So that's how I would play that particular stock. All right, let's go back and look at this next one. Oh, it looks like we've got some quantum computing stocks also making some moves. I'm not even going to look at this Sezzle because that's something that would be out of my price range. But let's look at these quantum computing stocks. Very interesting. We're looking at this in the exact same way. I'm going to draw some lines and then see how we're going to play this thing. I'm going to draw from the bottom of these candles here. I don't want to quite go down that low with these wicks. Right? So we're dead in the middle of this particular formation. So if we hold this bottom level and start to move up, then that tells me we're probably going to go to this next take profit level of 1436. So we've hit this 1387, just about dead on the nose. Oh, and we are getting a bearish signal on the 5-minute chart. So I'm going to watch to see if we're holding this level here. This is interesting. This is happening right now. Pretty cool. And if you want to zoom in on a smaller time frame, this gives you a little bit better picture. Nope, we're breaking through. Looks like we're going below this. So we're falling out of this channel. People are unloading their positions before this news comes out. So just a little hint, if you are day trading, we've got some hardcore people that get up at 4 in the morning when a lot of news hits. But the majority of people I have found are not able to do any trading until 7 a.m. So you can get that second pump if you're diligent and you get up, a few minutes before 7, I would say probably, 20 till. So you can kind of get your bearings, scans, check for news, things like that. And there's really no news on this stock. It's just that it's quantum computing stock. And they're hot again, the past couple of days. So, could very well hold this level. We want to see a large wick is what we're looking for. A large wick and then a move back over this candle to make its move back up to the channel. And that doesn't look like that's happening right now. It looks like price may be falling back down. All right, we'll take a look at one more. I'm interested in this other quantum computing stock. We got a couple of them here. Quantum SI, and D Wave. Don't know if they have any news. Looks like they may have some decent volume. That looks a little spotty for me. I'm on the 1 minute chart, so I probably would say, I don't know if I would trade this or not. Let me go back and look at the next one, D Wave, a little bit higher price stock. Now see, we've got these solid candles. Let's just take a look. Good volume on these kinds of things. So right now, significant volume. So this is how I would do this. Let me zoom out to the 5 minute and we'll draw some lines. See where we're going. And ascending triangle looks like we're falling out of it. We may be wicking, but we could be ranging for a little bit too. So we'll just draw another line just to see. We're going to hold this level and bounce. Could very well happen. But just beware, we do have this volatility and we've got a strong bearish signal that just showed up. So I would not be surprised. Yep. And so we've got our targets here if we're round tripping this thing all the way back down. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call it right there for today. I got to get this out before this news hits. So everybody's got a bean on what's going on for the market today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what I'm bringing, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me out. And happy trading. Good luck. And we'll see you back tomorrow. Take care.